Welcome to the He's Got Issues DC Comics edition number 17. I'm John Cooney here to preview new DC Comics being released June 12th, 2013, beginning alphabetically with American Vampire: The Long Road to Hell number 1. Fan favorite character Travis Kidd, the vampire hunter who likes to bite them back, makes his return in the new American Vampire one-shot. It's a story burned deep into the American psyche: two young lovers, a stolen car, and the open road. But these young lovers are newly turned vampires trying to fight the blood-sucking urge inside them. To make matters worse, they've got a pack of angry vampires on their tails, plus badass vamp killer Travis Kidd. He's tracking the heartbreak killers across the heartland, but can he stop them before it all ends in tragedy? This one-shot special sets the stage for the American Vampire relaunch later this year. Next, we've got Batgirl number 21. Has Barbara gone too far? How can she carry on as Batgirl? What choices will she make, and how will her new, decidedly deadly admirer affect her decision? Next, we've got Batman number 21. Witness the new 52 origin of the Dark Knight in Batman 0 Year. Twists and turns are around every corner as Bruce Wayne takes the final steps towards his destiny. And in the backup story, learn more about how different Gotham City was at this dangerous point in time. We've also got Batman Arkham Unhinged number 15. Hugo Strange makes a last desperate attempt to strike Batman where he lives. While the Dark Knight is otherwise engaged behind the walls of Arkham City, Strange's Tiger Guards descend upon a seemingly undefended Wayne Manor. It's up to Nightwing, Robin, and Alfred to show them they're not welcome. We've got Batman Little Gotham number 3. It's Valentine's Day in Gotham City, and the Joker's having a rough time. Not only does he hate the holiday, but when his plans to ruin it for everyone else backfires, he becomes the target of many fan-favorite females' affections. And in the second story, set against the backdrop of Gotham City's Lunar New Year celebration, Damian and Katana team up to take down some thieves. But when they get captured, can some old allies save them? Next, we've got Constantine number 4. It's a typical day in the life of John Constantine, thieving, lying, shagging, and allying himself with a major enemy in order to fight a greater threat. We've also got Demon Knights number 21. The Knights are ready to complete their mission, but what happens to the world when the Vandal Savage and Etrigan the Demon gain control of the Holy Grail? We've also got Green Lantern Corps number 21. It's non-stop action as the Green Lantern Corps faces attacks on Oa and Earth, and Guy Gardner is presented with the choice that could change the balance of power between the different Lantern Corps forever. Next, we've got Katana number 5. Katana travels to Japan in search of the one person who can fix her sword, Soul Taker, but first she must contend with one of the souls that escaped when the sword was shattered. We've also got Masters of the Universe: The Origin of Hordak number 1, one shot. How does one go about becoming a demigod, and what the heck is a demigod anyway? These questions and more will be answered in Masters of the Universe: The Origin of Hordak. Travel to the distant past and learn how the old gods died and how Hordak went from being a conqueror of the cosmos to something very like a god. Next, we've got Nightwing number 21. Desperate to find a ghost from his past, Nightwing turns to the prankster for help, unaware that they are both targets of the masked killer. We've also got Smallville season 11 number 14. Reunited with Supergirl, Clark must find a way to keep the peace between EarthGov, the Legion, and all of New Krypton. Plus, Booster Gold and Skeet struggle to find their place in a world that doesn't want or need their help. We've also got Suicide Squad number 21. The Suicide Squad takes over Belle Reve. When the team decides they've had enough of Amanda Waller's manipulations, they turn the tables on their boss. But Waller still has a few tricks up her sleeve, or more accurately, a bomb in everyone's neck. We've got Superboy number 21. Crypto comes to the rescue as Superboy is on the trail of Dr. Psycho and the new mysterious hive that has infested Metropolis. Next, we've got Superman Unchained number 1. When 13 satellites fall from the sky in one day, the logical suspect is Lex Luthor, even though he's still locked up in prison. But a stranger question remains: if Superman didn't stop the last satellite from falling, who did? There's a mystery hidden where even Superman can't see it. Can the Man of Steel drag a decades-old secret into the light? Don't miss the debut of this red-hot new series from two of comics' biggest superstars, Scott Snyder and Jim Lee. Next, we've got Threshold number 6. As their status as fugitives spreads throughout the universe, the hunted head toward a confrontation with the Shepherd and his flock of Sun-Eaters. And in the backup story, Star Hawkins is assigned to find the so-called Legend, the first ever hunted contestant, who most folks believe is still out there somewhere. And we've got World's Finest number 13. As Desaad's Hellhound hunts Power Girl and Huntress, the duo must struggle with how far underground they'll have to go before they can turn the tide and take the fight back to the man who's been impersonating the missing Mr. Terrific. Out in trades this week, we've got Catwoman Volume 2, No Easy Way Down trade paperback. In this new volume collecting Catwoman number 10 to 24 and Catwoman Secret Files number 1, the Black Mask, longtime foe of Batman, has his sights set on Gotham City's East End to house his drug trafficking empire. When Selina Kyle discovers the Black Mask's intentions, she declares war against his operation. Don't miss this noir-style tale written by Ed Brubaker. Next, we've got Preacher Volume 1 trade paperback. Preacher number 1 through 12, plus pinups from Preacher number 50 and 66 are collected in this new paperback that introduces Preacher Jesse Custer, Cassidy, and Tulip. Disillusioned with his own beliefs, Custer begins a violent and riotous journey across the country in search of God, who has abandoned heaven. We've also got Resurrection Man Volume 2, A Matter of Death and Life trade paperback. In this volume, collecting issues number 8 through 12 and 0, plus Suicide Squad number 9, Mitch Shelley learns that the Suicide Squad wants his body as the forces of good and evil battle for the soul of the Resurrection Man. Next, we've got Stormwatch Volume 1 trade paperback. Don't miss this new collection of Warren Ellis's Stormwatch epics from issues number 37 to 47 as the Weatherman transforms the team into a proactive, take-no-prisoner strike force, starring Jack Hawksmoor, Battalion, Jenny Sparks, Apollo, Midnighter, Rose Tattoo, and more. And we've got Stormwatch Volume 2 hardcover. Warren Ellis concludes his run on Stormwatch, redefining the team and introducing new members, including the powerhouse Apollo and brutal Midnighter. But when disaster strikes in the form of alien creatures, can the team survive? Plus, Ellis introduces the concept of the bleed, the fabric between realities that becomes a major aspect of the Wildstorm and DC universe. Collect Stormwatch number 48, 49, and 1 through 11. Okay, so that's it for DC this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well. So be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with all the usual roundup of my favorites for the week. And I'll give you a little more depth and insight than you get here. If you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.